to get serious about your family. It's time to remember that just because it was your daddy's problem or your grandpa's problem or your brother or your sister's problem doesn't mean that you're not going to have to stand in the gap. The Bible talks so much about tribe. In fact, when Elijah goes up to Mount Carmel to defeat Ahab and set everything right again, he does it in an orderly fashion. But when he rebuilds the altar, he rebuilds it with 12 stones to represent every tribe that came before him. God thinks a lot about family. Now, that don't mean that we go back to things that aren't good for us, and that doesn't mean that we let people cross our boundaries. We have the right to keep ourselves safe. But if you're somebody who grew up in a family where there was a lot of anger, or you grew up in a family where abandonment was just almost like someone went out with milk and they never come back, so you assume that everybody doesn't come back, or maybe your family assumes that. Maybe you grew up in a spirit of lack. Maybe you grew up in poverty. Maybe you grew up feeling like everybody betrayed you, or maybe something happened to your family and you watched that and now you're afraid to trust people. Do you see how it's a family issue to take down? When you go to the doctor, the first thing that they're going to ask you is about your family history. My first thought is my daddy, my mama, my sister, my grandmothers, my grandfathers. I don't really go beyond that. But when I see it, I'm always reminded of how linked that we are and how we can stand in the gap for one another. And sometimes when it feels like you're being punished, or like everything in the world is falling apart and all the triggers are coming back, you've really been promoted to curse breaker, not punished. You've got the wrong P there. You are in a generation that lost these battles, but they were waiting on you. Maybe your great-grandmother was waiting on you, your great-grandfather, your mom's anxiety was waiting on you, your dad's anger was waiting on you, that history of abandonment that you all have has been waiting for you, the rejection, the dysregulation, it all started before you started. It's a generational curse. Your memories are real, but the enemy isn't flesh and blood. And it's the things that have tried to destroy your ancestors who hopes to keep going. It's why a lot of times you'll marry the same person that you grew up with, but in a different face. Men may look for women that were just like their mother, or women may look for men that are just like their father, and later on you realize you've just married the same spirit, and if it can keep you in covenant with it, it can keep you going strong in what it hopes to destroy. But the enemy wouldn't be after your family if your family wasn't special. It wouldn't be after your family if your family didn't have a purpose. Your family history isn't there to distress or oppress you, at least not when you have viewed it spiritually. Yes, we must heal it out loud, but rethink it on days you want to quit fighting, because the devil may have created some of that history, but what the enemy meant for harm, as Joseph said, God meant it for your good. So lock in and go 10 toes down in prayer for you and your family, because this isn't just about you. This isn't just about you. It's about your sister. It's about your brother. It's about your babies. It's about theirs. And it's well enough time that somebody stood up and said, no more in our family. Not in our family. And they just might be depending on you to stop looking at your family history with shame and instead start looking at it with the strategy of the Holy Spirit. God put you in this family for a reason. God set you here for a reason. And you can overcome those generational curses by looking to the Father and not backing down. 10 toes down in the South means we are ready. And I don't know about you, but I get tired of the way that the devil likes things to be. So let us be a generation that is bold. Let us be a generation that brings justice to our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers. And if we're the one that gets to stand in the gap, what an honor that is. You can do this. Your family can do this. And the enemy has no say here anymore. I I decree and declare in Jesus' mighty name that you leave this place bold today, knowing that the Lord is behind you, He goes before you, and that you can do exactly what the Lord called you to do.